Aroma Pharmaceutical Aims. We are going to do an GPAT series. In that we are first discussing about the pharmaceutical analysis. In that, acid-base titration. Analysis, that is acid-base titration. The content includes definitions of acid bases according to Arrhenius and Levy's theory, definitions of a normality, molarity, molality, and equivalent weight, primary and secondary standards with example and difference between them. The standardization of strong acid bases using a primary and secondary standard, preparation of standard solutions, and calculation of the equivalent weight of oxalic acid, potassium chloride, calcium chloride hydrate, and sodium carbonate. Calculations of the factor involved in the standardization of sodium hydroxide, hydrochloric acid, oxalic acid, direct and back and differential titration. Applications of a direct or back titration to preparations like a boric acid and the borax in the mixture, ammoniated mercury, milk of magnesia, and zinc oxide ointment. In this video, we are discussing about the acid and bases according to the Arrhenius theory. The Swedish scientist Svante Arrhenius in 1884 proposed the concept of acid and bases based on the theory of ionization. Before going to in-depth of this Arrhenius theory, first we will see what are acid in general. Acid are the substances which have a sour in taste, sharp odor, corrosive, and having a pH less than 7, and usually it will turn the blue litmus to red. This concept we all know. It will undergo the neutralization reaction when it reacts with an alkali. It will form a salt and water. The product which we get after neutralization reaction will be a less acidic or less basic compared to the reactant. Okay, this acid will react with the metal and also produces the H2 ions. For example, if NaOH is in aqueous state and HCl is in aqueous state, it will undergo reaction, that is neutralization reaction. What are bases? Bases are those substances have a bitter taste, odorless, turn red litmus paper to a blue, having a pH more than 7, and becomes less alkaline when it reacts with an acids. These are violent and less reactive compared to acids. For example, the sodium hydroxide, lithium hydroxide, and the potassium hydroxide are the general examples of these bases. There are some important concepts of acid-base theory. One is Arrhenius acid-base theory, Lewis acid-base theory, Bronsted-Lowry concept, Lux-Lowe concept, solvent system concept. Johannes Bronsted, a Danish chemist, and Thomas Lowry, an English chemist, proposed a new definition for the acid and bases. According to them, an acid is a substance that donates the proton, that is hydrogen ion. A base is a substance that accepts the proton. This concept, bases are those bases which can donate the oxide ion. For example, Lux-Lowe acids. According to this concept, acids are those species which can accept the oxide ions. Means bases are those which can donate the oxide ion, and the acids are those which can accept the oxide ion. Next is the solvent system concept. In solvent system concept applies in all cases where the solvent is capable of autoionization, whether the protons are involved or not. For example, if you take a liquid ammonia as a substrate which will produce the NH4 minus ions is an acid, or an substrate which produces the amide ion, that is NH2 minus, will be the base. The Arrhenius acid-base theory was proposed by a Swedish scientist Svante Arrhenius. First modern approach to the acid-base concept was by the Arrhenius. This theory is quite simple and useful. According to the Arrhenius theory, acids are the compound that increase the concentration of H+ ions or protons in aqueous solution. The release of a hydrogen ion or the protein is not free-floating protein. Okay, it exists in a combined state with a water molecule and forms a hydronium ion. The common example of Arrhenius acid includes the hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, and so on, shown in the next pages. These are some Arrhenius acids. This is hydrochloric acid, this is nitric acid, perchloric acid, phosphoric acid, sulfuric acid, sulfurous acid, hydrochloric acid, acetic acid, and hydrobromo acid. Hydrochloric acid and nitric acid, which gives a one proton on dissociation, called as monoprotic acid, and sulfuric acid and phosphoric acid, which having a more than one hydrogen atom will give more than one proton on dissociation, is called as polycritic acid. The polyprotic acids are more stronger than compared to a monoprotic acid. Arrhenius bases are the compound that increase the concentration of OH ion in aqueous solution, or having at least one OH ion in formula. The common example of Arrhenius base includes sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, and ammonium hydroxide. The more examples are given in the table 2. Let me see. Now, this is sodium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, and aluminum hydroxide are the example of Arrhenius bases because these have a one hydroxide ion. When Arrhenius bases like sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, and ammonium hydroxide, these will dissolve in a water, it fully dissociate into a metal and hydroxides. These dissociation increase the concentration of hydroxide ions in the solution. Hence, these are called as Arrhenius bases. When Arrhenius acid is combined with an Arrhenius base, it undergoes neutralization reaction, and this Na is combines with the Cl and forms the NaCl, which is salt form, and this hydrogen proton will combine with this hydroxide ion and releases the water. This reaction is known as neutralization reaction. The acids which are completely ionized in aqueous solution is termed as a strong acid. The example of strong acid is a hydrochloric acid, nitric acid, and sulfuric acid. The acids which are weakly ionized in an aqueous solution is termed as a weak acids. Example is acetic acid. Concept of pH. The pH of the solution can be determined by the concentration of hydronium ion. That is, pH is negative logarithm of hydroxide ion. If you see the pH scale, if you move left side the pH scale, it will be the acids which have a pH less than 7. If you move right side of the pH scale, which having a more than 7, is known as bases. Amphoteric nature of the water. The word amphoteric is derived from the Greek word that is amphi, that means both acid and base. Amphoteric substances are those substances which have a potential to act either as an acid or as a base. The best amphoteric example is the water. That H2O will act as an acid because it will release the hydrogen, and also base because it also releases the hydroxide ion. What are the advantages of Arrhenius theory? The strength of acid and bases can be learned. The strength of Arrhenius acid and Arrhenius base can be determined by the extent which it dissociates to give an hydrogen ion or hydroxide ion. The properties of acid and bases in aqueous media, and neutralization of acids by a reaction with the base. What are the limitations of Arrhenius acid base theory? This theory is very limited because the solution media should be aqueous, and acid should produce the hydrogen ion, and the base should produce the hydroxide ion on dissociate with water. If the substance is regarded as Arrhenius acid or base when it is dissolved in water, for example, the nitric acid is regarded as an Arrhenius acid when it is dissolved in aqueous solution, but when it is dissolved in any other solvents like benzene, no dissociation occurs. It is against the Arrhenius theory. Arrhenius theory is not applicable on non-aqueous or gaseous reactions because it explains the acid-base behavior in terms of aqueous solutions only. The latest acid-base theory. After completion of this whole concept, we will have the questions in our Instagram. If you are appearing for JPAT, please follow us in Instagram. Thank you. Please do like, share, subscribe for more videos.